Yes, good morning. Cheers. That is an important part of the show. Lots to talk about today. Some hilarious stuff today on the Cup of Joe show. We'll obviously look back today in history, see if there's any cool birthdays. We'll have our daily Darwin. I wonder if there's anything especially stupid that people might have done today. I'm going to ease in. I feel no rush. Last day of school for my kids. And so they were super pumped. We got some presents for their teachers last night. It's cool to be at this stage of my life, you know? We had an outdoor graduation celebration. And so we all drove through the car line, and then when you would get up to be like your turn in front of the school, the kids would get out, the fifth graders would get out. They had like a whole red carpet runway and everything for everybody, and he was jumping up and down, and it was just like, the end of a really hard year. I think this is probably, I don't know, for any of you guys that have kids, this is a hard year for people with kids, and a hard year for the kids. I mean, it was just, what a weird school year for them. And so I think he's really excited to, be moving on. They sent home a picture of his school pictures from every year of his elementary school. Yeah, that goes to your heart real quick. Levels you out as a dad. Okay, as I say each day, we can't move forward without looking back. Di Lopez set fire to the mansion her and her then boyfriend, Atlanta Falcons wide receiver. She set fire to her house. Have you ever been mad enough at a significant other to want to burn not only their house down, but your house down? 1934, Donald Duck makes his debut in Disney's The Little Wise Hen, and he wasn't wearing any pants. Still isn't wearing pants now. Will Donald Duck be canceled? Did you guys know that 4 years ago in 2017, Gene Simmons attempted to trademark the devil horns hand gesture? Even though it's also used in the American Sign Language as the sign for I love you. I was under the impression that Dio really made the devil horns gesture. Am I wrong? Every single day we try to take a deep look into the human race to see where we're headed. Looks like you're having a great time. I am having a great time. Things have been good. I love the new structure. I love being able to hang out with you guys every morning and put this stuff together. It's fun to be able to look at the world and see what's going on each day. I'm actually finding myself quite a bit more caught up, but also looking into the weird world that we live in. Today's example is going to be that there was a couple arrested for using a playground as a tunnel of love. The couple was arrested at a playground in Vero Beach, Florida. After they were caught having some adult fun, banging around in a children's crawling tunnel. Why? Oh, here's the explanation. They were also drinking Four Locos and vodka. And the woman told the police, "You only live once." Wow. Leave it to Florida, man. That's not fair. It's only half chaos here. Okay, you want to know crazy thing about Florida? We were looking up the legal ages in different states that you can leave your kids alone. In Philadelphia, for example, the age to be able to leave your kids at home is 12. Florida, there is no age gap. I mean, there is no age set. 1 year old, leave them at home. Give them a Kit Kat bar and a bag of chips. A LaCroix. They're good to go. So some people have items on their bucket list that involve getting frisky in strange locations. And maybe that was the case. 9 a.m. I mean, I actually wonder if they fall asleep in there first, pass out, wake up, take advantage of that morning stimulation, I just gross myself out saying it like that, but you know what I mean. Man, here's the banging in tunnels. I'd like to get right into this. Seems like there's quite a bit to discuss in a little world called What's Streaming? Hey, what's streaming? I have a love for the Bears and Bears in general, probably because of where I grew up. Growing up in Chicago in the early 90s, especially if you played football, the whole like Didka defense first mentality, that was like more important than my grades to my teachers and coaches. One time actually I came back from lunch, Rebro was probably with me. We hotboxed it in the car and I reeked and went back to science class. Everyone could tell. The teacher calls down to the dean and says, "Hey, you got to come get Joey Walser out of my class. He reeks. He smells like he's a walking joint." I'm thinking like I'm going to be expelled. I'm going to be suspended, something like that. Dean of students, who also happened to be the defensive football coach or one of the guys on the team. Yes, I did get the dazed and confused speech. No, I wish. I get out to the door. He walks me out and he says, "Damn, you reek, son." He says, "Don't worry about it. Let's talk defense." He then walks me around outside for the remainder of the period so I can air out. And that is because in 1994, 5, 96, in Chicago, Illinois, 45 minutes out of the city in a town called Wheaton, football was religion. And I played football. So that's the story about why I like this Bears shirt. I don't know if that makes sense. Are you guys excited about Loki? Are you excited like I am? I think that after watching such a stellar show with WandaVision, I just loved every moment. I'm really excited about the possibility that will be big reveals throughout this show. I mean, even my own brother, who had a movie come out this year on Netflix, you know, he had his whole dream where he was gonna, you know, in his mind, and not that it's negative, but in his mind, he's thinking about his debut movie that he's produced and written that going to theaters. And, you know, I think in the end, it might have been better that he went straight to Netflix. That being said, if you haven't seen Concrete Cowboy, Idris Elba, and beyond, it's freaking amazing. My little brother wrote it with his best buddy. Mike Myers is playing 7 different characters on a new comedy series called The Pentraveret. The Pentaveret. Pentaveret. I don't know why I'm having trouble with that one. It's a show called Sweet Tooth. Yeah. Today in the car, and Brackle was on the phone, so she was able to hear my daughter making a hilarious joke as I'm telling, you know, the plot line of this series, Sweet Tooth. It's a really cool show. But so I'm talking about these half humans, half animals, and my daughter goes, "So is this a nonfiction story? This is nonfiction." If you were a half animal, I think it's obvious what I'm picking. I'm gonna go half bear. That was weird. The turtle from Finding Nemo. I don't mind that. That's like that TikTok where that dude just talks. He's like, "Ah, grabbing the gnar, man. Yeah, bro." We have our Ready Waves beat of the week. Beat of the week. Beat of the week, motherfuckers. I hope you liked it, because I actually really love that jam, and I was feeling pretty great. Rock or ramble. Find out what's going on in rock music. It is what we do. Billboard staff picks the best songs of 2021 thus far. Let's see if I like any of them. I don't. Thank you, Billboard, for 20 shitty songs I don't care about. Rob Zombie is definitely going to be directing the film version of The Munsters. Does that mean he'll take it maybe in a darker route? That could be great. I like to see that the Foo Fighters will reopen Madison Square Garden. This concert it's the first concert in 500 days at Madison Square Garden. That's exciting. It's exciting that we're having all these shows back, man. I'm not gonna lie. POD really gets a start because, in my opinion, Adam Sandler took a liking to him and really, really loved the band. And put like 4 of their songs in Little Nicky, if I remember right. I mean, it's the most useless thing ever is a bill that goes in the back of a beanie. I own 3 of them. I wasn't gonna say anything, but there's actually this guy on a hat, Third Eye hatco.com. The Cup of Joe Morning Show hat is available, full colors, red, black, gray, all that kind of good stuff. On that note, I will bid you adieu. Thank you so much for hanging out today on the Cup of Joe Morning Show. I'll see you tomorrow.